Kung Fu or Gung Fu. Skill, effort, art. A few words that derive from this way of life. From research, it's any skill or ability that's been developed over time. For us, we're skillfully about to give some hands and get some get back. This one is for Sifu.
I'm in love whenever the sky red. Think I love when the sky red. Young nigga too fly, drip like a pageant do. You got cash, I ain't mad at you. I catch that boy, then I'm going up tagging you. Like a ref, I ain't flagging. Just ask the last nigga, we put him in the past. Nigga, ask that boy with the bag. Say you got a strap, nigga. I'm glad you in your bag, nigga. He don't know that I got it. R2RJ up.
Our journey starts 8 years in the past, in which at that time, our Sifu is our father. See, Sifu means master, and our father is the master of our fighting school. Our family has had a secret that's been passed down for generations, and a student by the name of Yang wants to take that secret for himself. He decides to band together with a bunch of individuals and see the downfall of our school. In the end, our Sifu, he decides to defend this family secret with his own honor and life, however falls by the hands of Yang. Not only does Yang kill our father and take our family secret, at the end of this, after everything that he's done, we witness this great fight and battle take place between our Sifu and Yang. And when we are found, they decide to kill us. Luckily, the resilience of our family is with us, and we're given a second chance in order to fight for the honor of our family and our Sifu.
Like a ref, I ain't flagging. Just ask the last nigga, we put him in the past. Nigga, ask that boy with the bag. Say you got a strap, nigga. I'm glad you in your bag, nigga. He don't know that I got it. Dead body sitting right in my closet. I just made a deposit. We catch that boy, then we gon' get it poppin'. You thought we was stopping. Checked out, I've been getting my check in. They don't like when we flexin'. 40 bucks, how we get to the wrecking. Shit kick like Tekken. Can't clang on me when I'm recording. I ain't mad cause I couldn't afford it. With my granddaddy, he used to love it.
Now, if I can give my honest 2 cents on this game is absolutely crazy because these guys are ridiculous. They ran up inside of our school, whooped everybody ass, killed our pops, killed us, and then took the family secret and dipped. Like, nah. We're not just going to let that slide. So after we caught the guy who initially took that machete and sliced us up, we were like, all right, next is the guy who calls himself a fighter. What's so ironic about this dude, right, is he was probably one of the easiest fights. And this guy was like, oh, your uniform reminds me of this school for the weak and feeble. Like, my boy, how are you gonna sit there and play tough when you guys killed a little kid? Like, just make it make sense. Make it make sense. So yeah, man, we had to see what Sean was about, and he got his ass whooped too. Lastly, we find ourselves going against this person, Lady Kuroki, who is referred to as the artist. And what's so ironic about this lady is that she has a art museum in which you walk through it and they're talking about peace and tranquility and washing of the sins and everything like that. And I guess, you know, all of the wrongdoings of her past started to get to her. So that doesn't wipe away the fact that you were part of a group that decided to kill a kid. Hey guys, so I actually wanted to give an update for this because I ended up going to the last room for Lady Kuroki, and it talks about her troubled past or something like that. And I did a little research on the game of Sifu. It comes to find out you can actually spare the bosses. You don't necessarily have to kill them. I don't know, I feel like that's
really dope that they added that in. For me in my playthrough, I focused mainly on not dying, so I didn't really have the luxury of exploring that. Anyways, I feel like I'm rambling, so yeah, let's get back to it.
And so, yeah, she had to go. She was tough though. I think out of everybody that I fought so far, she was definitely the toughest. And what was so ironic is that she spoke all about like this peace and tranquility and all this stuff. But the second that she didn't like what you were bringing, or all of a sudden she turned into this killing maniac. It was like she had a split personality. I'm not gonna front you. I think lady was crazy. I think she had like a bipolar disorder, because she snapped. First second she's chill and cool and calm and, oh, you need to go here before something bad happens to you. Next thing she's talking mad trash too. She's like, oh, you should have ran ahead of time. She gave you time to run. Now I'm gonna kill you. I know how to kill you in 1,000 different ways. Yeah, well, I take this high kick to the face, shorty. Yeah, you're done. You're cooked.
So, now that we beat Lady Kuroki, we find ourselves heading to our second to last fight, which is against Jin Feng, who is called the CEO. We make our way from the lobby of the tower and we take the elevator all the way to the top, in which we encounter her right off the bat. She disappears and then we have to fight our way down the tower, literally fighting a group of people inside of a elevator shaft that is literally plummeting like to the floor, and somehow it teleports us into like this underground cavern, and now we're just kicking ass and taking names, man. That's what we do. And finally we come across Jin Feng, and I want you to keep in mind some of the dialogue, because she starts talking about justice, right and wrong, and how what they did, it saved so many lives, how we want revenge and basically to undo everything that they did. There's this introduction of people called the Guardians, which I'm not going to get too much into right now, but I want you to keep that in the back of your mind. Anyway, as you can see, I started off this board with no deaths, and I ended up taking 2. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, she wasn't necessarily a hard boss. I just really didn't feel like going through the process of fighting her again. So I was like, you know what, 2 deaths, I'll take it. You know, it is what it is, you know? And yeah, that's really it. One thing that is cool though is that she mentions For Whom the Bell Tolls, and it reminded me of this song by J. Cole, because in that song he is also talking about life and death, and that is one of the strong thematic elements that's inside of this game. And again, we're just going to get to that stuff later. But finally, after defeating Jin Feng, we're here at the last part of the game. I couldn't just do a summary of this. I had to do it live with you.
Welcome to the Sanctuary. This is a place for broken bodies and spirits. Everyone is welcome, as long as they step through our door with humility and peace.
I pity you.
Greetings. Can I help you, sir?
Where's Yang?
He's in his office, meditating. It's the highest building. Just keep going up.
I'm afraid the restaurant's closed. Oh, shit! Drop your weapon!
These rooms are for our special guests. Let me show you to yours.
Come forward, please.
I never saw him around. Isn't he one of the unfit?
No, he's a special guest.
Stop!
Bring it on.
It is an honor to meet you. Your treatment has been prepared.
You need to be purged.
Relax and enjoy your session.
Interesting.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Your final test will begin here.
go. Only then will the clouds begin to lift. The awakening beckons.
Okay, now before I walk in this room, understand that this fight is tough. So, don't you judge me. I feel like that's so bad me saying that going into this. But this dude is tough. Alright, let me shut up.
Time has passed since the days I trained you. We were family. At least, that's what I believed. But then, during my darkest days, your father revealed his true self. He never cared about us. He cast me out. He abandoned us. Tell me, what would you do to save the people you love from the inevitable? Wouldn't you cross every line? Break every rule? Wouldn't you challenge death itself? You want revenge, little brother? Show me. Come on. Try harder, you fool.
Bring it on.
insult me with it. Come on, try harder. Do better. Try harder. Years. Come on. In the end, you're still that same child I knew. Helpless. Like the night I killed your father. You're here, in front of me, only because of this pendant. But what if I take it from you? Will you fear death once again?
You sound like a frightened one to me.
Father didn't have time to teach you this. That Sifu didn't teach you this one. I don't think so.
Hey, so just to explain, I could have ended the fight right there, but I recently found out that you didn't have to kill the bosses like mentioned before, so I tried to do that for Yang's fight. I don't know why I did that to myself.
You were supposed to guard the talisman, not steal it.
It's the only way to save them, Sifu.
You failed to honor your oath. You are unworthy. Now leave. He who has Kung Fu and Wu De makes the other know he can break him. His hands go out like lightning, and the other doesn't want to fight anymore.
Hey guys, so now that we've finished up the game, I just wanted to talk about a few of the thematic elements that's introduced. There's 3 things that I wanted to talk about. The first being the overall plot of this game. The plot is centered around revenge and justice. Essentially, when you want revenge, you're seeking out your own personalized justice. When you see the last bit of dialogue in the game after defeating Yang, it mentions this word called wude. Now, what wude means, it's like this moral code. It's this higher form of thinking. This, you want to exact out your revenge on these people, but is that true justice? You know, the game doesn't tell you that you don't have to kill the bosses. It's a choice, but you have to explore that choice. It's not something that's just given to you. The second thematic element that I wanted to talk about was duality. In Chinese culture, duality is typically referred to with yin and yang. So when you're fighting Lady Kuroki, she's in a white kimono in her first phase. Now in the second phase, her kimono is black. And then when you take a look at the change in personalities, she goes from being very calm to, in her second phase, she's more wild and erratic. The third and final thematic element that I wanted to talk about is the 5 elements, because this is something that it seems very heavily prevalent inside of Chinese culture. Don't really speak Chinese like that, so mind me if I pronounce this wrong. They call it wuxing, which is the 5 elements, and those 5 elements are water, fire, earth, metal, and wood. And that really showed its face in each character, because you see how much their personality is reflected inside the element that they're supposed to represent. Overall, I had a lot of fun playing this game. It really made me think a lot when you go through certain traumas in your life and how you respond to those traumas. Because in this game, you see your father die by the hands of a person who's supposed to be like a brother to you. When you see Yang and he's dead before the protagonist's feet, you look into his face and his eyes, and even though he breathes out and it seems like a sigh of relief, I don't really know if the protagonist feels happy with the choices that he makes after finally defeating Yang. I mean, think about it. You spent 8 years on planning your get back on this person, and then you kill that person. What happens after that? Anyways, I might be getting too deep and thinking about this too much. I mean, it is just a video game, right? Anyways, guys, I feel like I went off on a tangent again. I thank you so much for taking this journey with me on exploring this game of Sifu, and I hope that inspired you to play the game if you haven't already done so. Again, really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. All right, peace.